Joining me now to talk a little bit about the Dearborn Symphony Orchestra is Stephen Jarvie. He is the music director in the 58th season of the Dearborn Orchestra, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
And also joining me is Sandy Butler. She is the president of the Dearborn Symphony Orchestra. Sandy, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
Sandy, when we do emerge from this, and we all will emerge from this, it's important that we have these, musical groups to be able to turn back to. What have you started to think about in terms of programming for the fall and for the future, and making sure that we can consume all together that live musical experience?
Well, I think before this all happened, of course, Steve was working on programming for next season. There's, of course, had to be we had to postpone some things, maybe cancel some things. We've been working on budget. We've been working on communicating with our patrons, with our advertisers. We need to maintain contact with them because we're so grateful for their past and ongoing support.
Yeah, and for the musicians, I feel like, this is a great time for people to understand what gig economy really does mean. And I think some people think like, oh, well, I bet they're just shutting down and saving every button, every penny and every button in every corner. And that's true in some regards, but also we have to pay administrators and people to do the groundwork that keeps the symphony working. And then, those musicians are teaching a lot of lessons online or something. And I think now that there are more people driving a little extra Uber for some cash, and they got that waitress job for a little extra money for the savings account, like that's what music making is. We live from concert to concert, and also we're hungry for it. We're so hungry to perform. We want to put something out there, both for us, kind of almost therapeutically. If you're used to making music every day, it's very hard to just stop.
And since you are the new music director for this year, you got the job, was it last September?
Yeah, this is my first season, so it's a strange way to end the first year.
I can't even imagine, but give people the sense of when you are the maestro and you're conducting this group of people at the Dearborn Symphony. What is that like? And describe it for us.
There's so much energy coming at you. And, music, one of the things that's so special is that it happens live in real time. This is it. This is what you're experiencing. It will never happen in that moment again, and maybe on recording. These people are all elite at what they do, and when you're up there, you're really a coach, but then during the show, you're kind of a quarterback. So I'm giving them both the preparation work and then like, okay, I'm gonna throw you this pass, so here we go. It's being writer and director at the same time in a lot of ways, so it's exciting. But to talk about that idea of interacting and supporting, the symphony has been super kind in supporting our musicians, not only just with kind regards and a very fun Facebook chain of support, but we are coming up with a plan of how to pay some of our musicians. We've already paid our musicians for an educational gig that was one of my favorite things to do, go into schools, and actually we're gonna bus in, I don't know, Sandy, how many hundred of
2,000 Dearborn Public School students attend a children's concert for free every season. And the schools, we have the participation of both the schools and the city of Dearborn, so that the students are bused to the Ford Community Performing Arts Center where we perform. Yes. So for many of them, it's their first experience with live music, and certainly in any kind of a beautiful performance theater. And it's been a big hit. Unfortunately, Steve didn't get to do that this year because the energy level, oftentimes it's very sedate with our regular audience. With the kids, you can feel the energy, the seats. It's like they're like lifted off of the seats and they sit and they conduct.
Yeah, and I had gone into 12 different elementary schools throughout Dearborn already to kind of prep the kids. So it is unfortunate that the concert didn't happen, but I'm glad that we've laid some groundwork. And that's certainly something I'm really passionate about.
And I think it's what you're both talking about is the importance of a symphony to a community, and the way that you're able to outreach. It's knowing that you have an organization that's been there for 58 years that brings culture and joy to a community.
Many of our musicians, this is their job. They perform in multiple orchestras because we're a pay per service. We're not a salaried orchestra, but and right now the board of directors is establishing kind of an emergency fund for our musicians.
Our musicians are definitely, we are all scheming and trying to come up with the best way to kind of creatively share online. But then into next season, we may have to keep some of that creativity working. I can imagine socially distanced concerts, and I don't want to go to a rehearsal in a mask, but if I have to, there might be some sort of in between that we're living in by the fall. It's just very hard to tell. But in the meantime, we have the joy of music to kind of get us through the day.